also everything they said, they never say the truth.
The people of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. Is Face the Issue on Kings FM. John Anthony April Godson William, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You know, everybody just say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
You bow, Papa. You bow. You collected $22 million again without PPCC involvement.
Honored at this recent investiture.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Oneki.
I wish to be something else, so we not vote for Latin and we here, oh. People dying in Kinja, horses money is single, parents crying for YFs. I thought they say we were enjoy 100 years back and forth. Garage life didn't go up. Yahweh Suole betray the labor. They can't call over to finish give out. Listen, we get gold, we get diamond, we get iron, oh. We get all, we get timber, we get rubber, oh. They sell the money in the bank and we are leaving, oh. After the 100 days, last quarter be the quarter, oh. But what on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. We tire, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. We tire, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. We tire, oh.
Now the first time in the country you will see I'm made to wrong. We're not talking plenty ego, we're not fighting and we're going. And when we're talking, say the team work out to win to all wrong. You can just be looking at all that to say is sleeping among the men upon. Expressing my feelings on the song, the 22 minute roll. You tell me how far you go. Then I only want talking say we are coming up, bro. The people say from Ghana, the people say police for A, yellow machine for China, they come and say they no go A.
Yama, when I'm feeling from here. Joseph Bogavin poor in Mexico.
What they get it made them to SAP. What they get it made them to SAP.
What on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. We tire, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. We tire, oh.
Oh, I play the freedom of speech. Tell me why they sack people for MCC. Where the freedom of speech. When you talk, you get the comment like Saki.
We still trying to understand the government agenda. The rescue mission, pile of fake impression. They get the job and lead the people with high expectation. Like who's that part is in the asking when the train will go. But how the train will go when the driver is old? We been sitting in the train, but the driver can wake up. Now all the funny thing they make all do back give up. But who think on the budget? Like they see men and I think on CPP document. The house are selling like Dilo and Young property. But Uncle Prince and Jerry praying for Baga to rap it. The country fire on us, we can understand it. See how the people crying.
Mr. Speaker and members of the legislature, nearly 3 years ago, I assured the nation that road will be our focus, not as a slogan, but rather the commitment to connecting communities with opportunity. In furtherance of our commitment, we focus on restoring key corridors and expanding secondary roads. We increased Liberia's paved road from under 12% to 20%, and maintain more than 780 kilometers of major roads, ensuring year-round access. Connectivity improved between Ruraville and Batul, Salaye and Medicoma, Tapita and Zedru, as well as Buchanan and Greenville, reducing costs and easing hardship for citizens. Key roads like Ganta, Sakripe now 56%, Sakripe Tapita up to 92%, have advanced, while Killapur Fishtown route is now fully paved. Additional projects, including the Buchanan Greenville Highway, are in the pipeline, thanks to partner support from African Development Bank, World Bank, and others. Efforts will be made more accessible to the rest of the country by road. The Army Corps of Engineers will play a role in delivering this initiative. In our ongoing commitment to maintain road access for our citizens, I am pleased to announce that the widely discussed 285 yellow machines procured by government last year are currently in shift. These assets will be situated at the county hubs and used to support road maintenance efforts and form a crucial part of our disaster response preparedness efforts across the country. Mr. Speaker, honorable members of the legislature, fellow Liberians, we continue to make progress in connecting county capitals and major assets. Although the RIA Road Corridor project faced delays due to ongoing orders and changes in scope, we are still able to increase the length of the pavement from 20 to 25. With the orders and rescoping nearing completion, full work on this corridor is expected to resume in 2020. For administration, our job creation strategy have focused on addressing binding and structural constraints growth, including investment in roads. And in this connection, we have created more than 70,000 short and medium-term jobs across infrastructure, agriculture, social protection, and small businesses, among other sectors. Going forward, the Youth Entrepreneurship and Investment Bank project launched in 2025 will support 30,000 youth-led businesses, creating over 120,000 direct and indirect jobs for the youth. The National Employment Acceleration Strategy focused on agriculture, public works, skill training, and support to small enterprises has been finalized. This will facilitate more Liberians to earn decent life with dignity. Honorable members of the legislature, on January 15, 2025, the Liberian government launched the Arrest Agenda for Inclusive Development 2025 to 2029, the 15th County Development Agenda in Buchanan, Grand Bassa County. These initiatives reaffirm the country's commitment to Vision 2030, focusing on delivering measurable results. Decisive.
My constitutional right. This is my job. And I'm here now. But the president just lied about the feeding program. The president just lied about the job. I mean, those are all lies. You cannot lie to the where in Mosorado, how the legislature went to your place. As I speak to you today, they use generator. They use generator to carry the president program on today. As I speak to you now, that generator is beating. How can the president say you electrify the country? That's not true.
I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is. I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trigger-happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Waka himself, spurred into actions. This was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Waka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, they made the cheers of their partisans. They failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we admit these are difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Bwaka are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortunes. Remember the unity, strength, and identity of our party. Every vision are not formed in bricks and mortar. We live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better home than for our party to help them God. God bless Liberia.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution, lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye, even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. For seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Buaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes and aid will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrong, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure and we are coming to fix it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said, and I quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. They believe we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is straight ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country. And
the Bwaka, we used to go to him, even fee Bwaka because of the title. Make it comfortable because of the title. But you see what he's doing. You get a lot of youngsters around here thinking that Liberia in front of youngsters. It's a lie.
You should be concerned as well. Why it is that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia. Okay. During early times, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. I kept the peace. Chancellor I kept the peace. I've never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, any position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we in opposition, Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson said, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagree and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest, and we protest. We went to Ellen, and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked.
And the government need to really, really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure.
All of you, wherever you are, it's great joining us right here tonight on this very day, and we are grateful and to the Almighty God that we are right here together tonight to do what we can for our country. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. Let me say also up to all of you, wherever you are. And so welcome to the program Face the Issues right here. It's on Thursday, and it's a matter of fact, the 19th day in the month of February. Almighty God, we are right here, and we thank God ever so much for everything He has been doing for us and continues to do. Really working, and we are so excited that we are working. God give us this life to live, and so we are working, and we are working towards that. So thanks so much to all of you for joining us. Sorry, I will not have to rumble through the class roster for tonight, and like I would do normally, but I take note of students who really came to class early enough, and then other students, especially even if we want to suspend or postpone some aspects, there are people who really did well to come to class very early enough. And maybe on the dot or prior to the dot, and we can recognize them. And Darlington Dennis is also one person who really, and I did that today for us as the first to really be with us. And Fofana Abdu Seku, it's also Johnny and Bama, and as well as Momi Boy Gay from the United States of America also join us in LA. And on the show tonight, Louis Logan is also
from River G and County. And River G County, we are getting updates that the central bank cash hub that was constructed by President we are awaiting dedication before we are left power is one thing that the security protecting and awaiting Joseph Boaka's arrival so that they can dedicate it. I don't know what the people's problem. So you from River G County, I'm just telling you. So they are saying that Joseph Boaka is supposed to go there to dedicate it. And it is something that we grants were breaking for, but we and I constructed, painted as it is now. And there's nothing that has been added since the rescue took over. But the rescue is waiting to go dedicate it. Dedicating these projects, even if President Weah did not do, is not a bad thing. It's just acknowledging. That's just all. Just acknowledgement. That's just the biggest problem. Because number one, the CDC government or President Weah personal money he took to build that place. It is the country's money. So if another president comes and takes over the country, wherever the country resources went for the benefit of the country, our president is supposed to superintend everything. So the only problem you can see people having here about, oh, we are project or CDC project is because the government had not in itself acknowledged that there exists a terminology called government of continuity, that phrase. So that phrase itself, the government of the Republic of Liberia, currently under the Unity Party, does not appreciate it, does not even know, does not want to acknowledge that that exists. So when you hear people talking about that we are project, that we are doing all hair pass, this, that, all the kind of thing is because this government has failed to acknowledge it. Why you think it was not happening under CDC administration? There were a lot of Unity Party projects and things that CDC took and completed. Nobody caused noise about it because wherever CDC went, you could see that they could acknowledge it, that it was at a little, this is it. When the CDC started the RIA rule, they told you how the RIA rule, right? They said the RIA rule was one that did not really meet the kind of specs that would have given a kind of traction to our country. So they said they took a road project that was already earmarked for Ellen Johnson Selly Farm Road, that what they took, they diverted from Ellen Johnson Selly Farm Road. So they were able to acknowledge some efforts that were exerted. So if they improve on the efforts, they said it. Well, at least they acknowledge that there were existing efforts for road to be in some areas, and then they improve on it. That's just all you can do. You wouldn't have heard any noise then that we're hearing here, how people talking about, oh, that we are project, oh, that we are project, the other one project. That's a cheap politics. For you to say that we are project, those are cheap politics. I don't like that. The only people who have elevated our politics to a level is Joseph Boaka and his team. You listen to Joseph Boaka in the State of the Nation address, when he said, when you were talking about issue about the suspension of the RIA road construction and said they were doing all this and they tried to redesign it. What is a redesign? Are you redesigning that road? To go to Lepo tree and put it to where it's not supposed to be? When they had the structure set for the Lepo trees to have been just in a central point and of course waving and of course at both ends, that's the kind of design that he had. But you decided to take it and carry on this side, you carry on this side, you carry all over the place. That kind of thing you did, that the restructured design of the road there. You see Joseph Boaka, because he does not want to acknowledge that there is an existing plan which is by far better than what he has started. Listen to him. We can play that here. And you will listen to him, you will get him. You know, these things we are saying it because we believe that there's no basis of us having these conversations about how one president go dedicate project. What I want means. That government money now, president, we have personal money that you are spending. So if Joseph Boaka comes and he's now the president of the Republic of Liberia and want to dedicate projects that were sponsored or maybe funded by the country money, what a big deal about that? Should we be having issue with those kind of things? Should we be having those kind of conversations? In fact, it's because the way they did it, the way they're doing it. That's why we are having these kind of conversations. We're not supposed to be having it. We're not going to be discussing about the other one that we are project. The other one that we are deal, oh, the stealing project. You think what kind of thing is really necessary? No. But the only reason we are trying to state there is that they want to claim the glory for it. And I want to begin it very much necessary to discuss it. And that's bad. You're just getting a lot of unnecessary attention onto yourself. When you get a lot of things to go do and pass it around with it, who cares? It is our country anyway. It is our country, and people will behave the way they behave. And the way they behave, how will dance it? The way they beat the drum, how will dance it? If they beat the drum, will dance it. If they stop beating drum, will not dance. Any kind of way they beat a drum, how will dance it? If they stop beating the drum, will not dance. Any kind of way they beat it, will dance. Because drums are beatings for the purpose of arousing people's own celebrating mood in them, so that they dance to the rhythm of the drum. So that's why we are where we are. The day you stop these things, then by talking about cheap politics, this, that, you talk about yellow machine coming, we're selling your yellow machine affairs, and how look at it? The city was going to be having this kind of conversation, yellow machine committee. The other person that deputy for yellow machine spare power affairs. The other person is the deputy for yellow machine fuel affairs. Yellow machine distribution affairs. The other person responsible for that. Could you imagine that? So you see what you have done to yourself? But you just leave it. The idea you don't know about governance. That's why giving you a hard time. And we got to be serious in this country. President Barker, like I said, you can still do better. I just believe you still have enough time. Because George, we have told us that there can still be enough time, especially when you've consumed 2 years. Yeah, we have told us that. The COVID-19 ate up almost 3 years of we are 6 years. Yet he did something. So I just believe you can still do something. You just got to stop these things you're doing all over the place. You still can do something. So that's just it. Just stop these things you're doing here and there. It's not too okay for you people. It's not good. We should start thinking about how we can raise revenue for this country. We should start thinking about that. And there are a lot of things happening in this country that we should be concentrating on. It all speaks to us losing our identity. We got money in this country. But the money is in the hands of people because people want to have institutions and then place it as it is. Today, we have a traffic management. Liberia traffic management. 100% foreign owned against a Liberian company interest. So let's agree that you even never wanted MDNC. Can't you resubscribe to Liberian companies that operated license plate distribution in this country? You got to be doing that. Why will you think foreign interest companies will have to take charge? It's simply because someone somewhere in government wants to have something at the end of the day. They want to have shares. They want to do this. That's the only way they benefit from it. So traffic management, I should walk to traffic management to buy a license plate that I know that license plate is supposed to go to the revenue generation of my country. And that license plate that I'm going to buy, I'm buying my license plate $150 US or 187 because that's what it's selling now, right? $187 US. 60% of that money going to traffic management. 187 United States dollars. 60% of that money going to traffic management. So my 187 I'm going to buy license plate times 0.60. So $112. $112 going to real traffic management, right? Can you imagine? $112, that's 60%. $112 going to Liberia traffic management. The rest of it coming to my country, and we're supposed to depend on that to build rules. We're supposed to depend on that to put medicine in hospitals. We're supposed to depend on this percentage, right? For us to put medicine in hospitals. You see what the danger is? Because all of these things are all terrible. You know, I was confronted. You know, we try to do a lot of research, and let me tell you something. The gaming industry is a booming industry in this country, and don't get me wrong. And we know exactly what it is because most people get involved into the gaming industry. That the fast way to get money and so forth, all those kind of things. Yeah, they are involved with it. So there is this scandal that is currently at the Liberian Lottery Authority, and I'm still watching and I'm still doing some investigation. I try to talk to some heads of former leaders of that place, and are sending paper trails I wanted even before the show time. I haven't had it yet, and I think it's quite terrible, especially the documents available to us. It doesn't speak good about our country. It doesn't speak good about our country. Even over the traffic management thing, I remembered when Joseph Boakai returned, Seli Taro had gone to greet Joseph Boakai. He was having a meeting with few officials or cabinet officials. They never wanted to see Seli Taro. Seli Taro went to Katumu Boakai, reportedly, to go and confront Katumu Boakai and say, you know, they're all from the same county now, remember? And then whatever, then Katumu Boakai was able to say, Seli down, say, we are disappointed in you. You know what the traffic management means? Do you know that BA Mountain is the lifetime recovery something for Ellen Johnson Seli? The BA Mountain that you see here today, Ellen getting your retirement package from there. The Liberia traffic management, our own. That's why you see them talking about giving it 25 years, doing this here and there, because they believe that before 25 years can read the two, and then they finish dying, they're gone by their business, and we are here to incur all of that. That's why you see them talking about pushing the traffic management when the government of the Republic of Liberia under the CDC could give a Liberian company just 7 years contract. I think 5 years, practically 5 years contract. They are now pushing it at 25 years for traffic management because why? Katumu was able to say that to this man. And that's bad for our country. We can't do that. So the gaming industry is another one that is now hit by another one, supposedly. And that is bad for our country. So we have people sharing with us document trails about one agro technology limited. And that group, what they have brought it for, which of course is a good idea. Don't get me wrong. It's not the central monitoring system, meaning all the gaming industries in this country, they can determine their own revenue. They tell how much they get in. They tell the Liberia National Lottery Authority. They tell all of that, right? So we want now to know that an independent body should be able to monitor and track all their transactions and know how much the country is supposed to get. Because the gaming industry is making significant impact in the employment sector of this country. In fact, helping people economically as well. It's helping a lot. So they want to track it. So it's a good idea. If we want central monitoring system, it's not a bad idea. But you can be introducing a good idea to save the country money, and that system that you are introducing is also being used by elements to exploit the country. How will you bring good idea to save the country, then you want to behave in a way like you want to exploit the country? How does that one work? How does that one work? What is the logic? What is the reasoning in that? We are looking for money for hospitals. We are looking for money for the disabled. We are looking for money a lot. Some of these finances can go towards that. Today, terrible things are happening in the country. Simple things, preventable deaths are occurring all over the place. We are looking for money. Civil servants can take pay on time. They have to ration the pay. How do they get your LD today? We're looking for money. And that sector has money. That sector has money. And we are into that. Then you bring forth a company. You brought forth good ideas. And most of our people, the good ideas and things they bring it for themselves, how much they can benefit from in it. That is what they do. So you brought forth idea to say, look, we want to have a central monitoring system where we'll monitor all the gaming industries and know how much they are bringing in, how much this is happening, how much they want to come in. Yeah, okay, we agreed. Now, in getting a central monitoring system, the NLA, the National Lottery Authority, decided to contract another company. So they call the contract Agra Technology. Now, that contract was contracted, but they're bidding for that because it's over 250,000, plenty of money. So the kind of thing you got to go through competitive bidding process. And when it goes through the competitive bidding process, the next thing that has to happen is for any contract of such to be awarded to companies as such, it has to be signed. Other agencies or other line persons or maybe agency or whatever, whoever tied to it, other parties have to sign. But contingent upon that, to make it a contract that will be valid, it has to be signed by the Minister of Finance and that of the Minister of Justice, owing to the threshold of fund, according to the Public Financial Management Law, and they talk about the PPCC as well. That has to do with what we're talking about, right? Good. Now, when you are talking about competitive bidding processes, what are some of the basic things that you really look for in it? You look for experience, history, about this company being able to do this job before. How can we guarantee this person to give them this kind of contract when they don't have any history of doing this contract before? They got to present that bid. They got to look at, it's not about just being cheap, but they must be able to demonstrate that they are able to give us value for money, and they will be able to tell us that they have the quality that is needed. They're able to tell us that they have the history associated with such, because we want to know. Now, while that bidding process was going on, documents available to us prove that this company was just trying to formalize themselves in Florida, in the United States of America. How is it possible that that will be happening at that point in time? So, like the last time for water and sewer, there was another fictitious company formed that Mo Ali didn't get contract to. The company was just formed. The same thing they did with this rape, I don't know, they drug something. They just formed fake institution that was just formed, and they say that institution they gave money to fight against drug. That kind of funny thing there. It has taken over the entire government. Where people who have got no history, they yet go form your own, you bring it, and then we'll give contract. We'll do this one. That is how people operate, and that is terrible. We can't do that to ourselves. So there is it, right? So yes, these are the narratives, and you know that the president in recent time has been suspending people in wake of corruptions and so forth, and we must laud those efforts. And we think suspensions are not just enough, Mr. President. You should go beyond suspension, and people must be prosecuted. There must be investigations launched. And that's where the national legislature, because that is where our revenues, we are losing revenue. You're sitting now in the legislature there, we are losing revenues. Because in contrast, when these people enter into it, and then they get a huge portion of it, and only for us to know that shares are going to Liberians who may have fronted for this company or brought this company, is terrible for us. What do we benefit from there? What is the dividends we get from there? So this is it, right? So you can look at it now and then see that they decided to contract the Agra Technologies LLC, awarding the contract the contract was awarded by the National Lottery Authority. Now, so the CMS tender process reportedly started sometimes back. It opens in July 2024 from records and so forth. We're still looking for more records to be available to us. When we have them, we'll come right back on the show and then be able to set some of the records that will come to defeat these records that we have so far. But we requested from others and we haven't received any of it yet. So it reportedly opened in July 2024. Listen to this logic now. And it closed in September 2024. But records that we have seen so far, it shows that Agra Technologies LLC, I think they are hosted in Leska building. We want, I know, William Samoa or something is the executive director or something for it, right? They won over 250,000 of that bid annual contract and was formally established. And this company, the Agra, was formally established in the United States of America on January 31, 2025. So January 31, 2025, meaning the time they participated in a bid, they were non-existent. Because if the tender process started in July 2024 and closed in September 2024, then this company formation, it got completed on January 31, 2025 as per their records, meaning the time they even entered into the bidding process, they were not even a company. And only legitimate companies are supposed to enter the bidding process. They were not existent. De facto, that's what we call that. De jure means you were already registered, and of course, whatever it is, you have done your filing. But de facto meaning they were not in existence. Now, so shockingly, the CMA agreement with the NLS was signed on February 5, 2025. So you were formalized, you were legitimized and recognized on January 31, 2025. Then February, just 6 days or 5 days, because January 31, then you have first, second, third, fourth, fifth. 5 days after that, you sign a contract. The bidding was closed long in 2024. After that, you sign a contract. Only 5 days after the company legally came into existence. Legally, you sign a contract. I'm warning you all of these. I will have bidders, before you even bid for it, you must possess what we call technical capacities and areas of qualified technical staff. You must also show that you can actually do the job. You must have qualified technical staff and relevant experience in similar contract, necessary equipment, facilities, operational history. These are all. Now, this company, a company that was finally legalized on the 31st of January 2020, can they now have something doing in 2025? These are some of the things they want to sign that. So 2024 tender process ended. 2025 January, finally they are formalized after they have participated in bid, and you form that. But those are not the main issues. Those are not the main issues. There are claims and counterclaims because the industry is so big. Sometimes you try to place calls to people, 3, 4, 5, 6%, they will start giving people links. So you now see that some of these companies, apparently, they are tied to other companies within the gaming sector. Other people are alleging that they are tied to Starbet. Other people are alleging that Bet to Mark. All of them, they are alleging that they are tied to it. So if you are running a company that's supposed to be monitoring the system, but they are tied to other companies, that means other companies that are not tied to the agri technology will be at disadvantage, because they will know the commercial thresholds and activities of other companies, and they will be able to have that information and give it to their competitors, which is bad. Now, these ones we can say that, oh yeah, it's somewhat difficult to just verify, right? But let's come to the real meat of what really it is, which is very, very essential for our country. That's why you see, they will tell you, say, investors are coming, we are having this, the country is having no money. These are some of the things then that you saw. The previous administration was able to look into those things, saw the hole there and took money from there to say we can pay free tuition. They saw money in the thing and they took money from there and said, look, with the existing of the thing, we can pay wise fees. They saw those things. So if we are closing back on those things, those windows of opportunities that were making government to spend. Sometimes when people, buildings and things there are breaking down or whatever it is, the government is able to make intervention, because the government will go to the institution and say, look, people here are brain on this side, let's go do something there. But if that money is going to somebody's pocket, and the company takes, like traffic management takes 60%, that's 60% now you have for traffic management. And for the people who protecting traffic management may likely be getting something pretty close to 30%. The rest of it goes to people in Liberia who are tied to traffic management. The country does not benefit anything. So the country has 40%. That's all. That's just all. What do we benefit from that? Nothing. So the agri technology comes in. But the scary part is this, right? So they've come in, key revenue generating component of this. They come in, and then they are now pushing these kind of ideas. And this is where I want for us to look tonight. They come in and they are pushing these kind of ideas. Now, the play the CD then can come from now. So this is it, right? And you can see it for sure. This is what the whole company is about. Listen to this. This is part of their contract, right? This is part of their contract. So they said their payment terms. They say based upon the scope of the engagement and timetable given within this bid document, we offer the following payment terms for our services. When they were bidding at that time, this is what it is that they signed on to. So the invoice, 350,000 down payment will be given them. These are people. And the bidding issue talks about pre-finance. Because you have the history now. You already have the system. You have the technical capacity. We can be paying you for you to set up a system that will be controlled and owned by you. So are we paying you to structure a system that will be owned by you? Then what is the essence? What are you bringing to the table? Right? What are you bringing to the table? So you are going to pay them 350,000 USD down payment for that. Then the next thing, they said second invoice. You will pay them additional 350,000 completion of the development. When they finish developing it,
you will pay them additional 350,000. Then the third invoice they will give you is 120,000 USD for the completion of installation of that. When they finish with it, then they say the final project invoice will be $153,172 just for go live. Now you will be able to see all of these things, right? They say the annual extended support and warranty. Annual extended support and warranty. That is what you'll be paying. The government will be paying that. They say 157,000 annual payment should be paid in advance every calendar year. This is what they will be paying, and portion of this will go to somebody's pocket. What is that portion? Monthly payment revenue that will be generated for our own system that we're paying for all it now. The monthly revenue that will be generated from there. You understand now? This is where the stealing goes on. The monthly revenue that will be generated for our own system that we're paying all the money for, that they put it together. The monthly revenue that will be generated from there, 49% collected revenue will go to them. 49% every month. Any revenue that generated from there, 49% will go to them after we have paid them. You see how terrible this is? This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. So they come here, they say this includes operation of CMS for NLA, including running income reports. You see that now? So every month, after they have given you all the now, they say, okay, we'll be operating it for you. So because we are operating it for you, any revenue you generate every month, you must give us 49%. It's not just 50%, not 50-50. I thought you were coming to build it, give it to us. Build it, give it to us. So for us to build it, turn it over to you for you to manage it. But they will be managing it that they are owed to you. The building it will carry all the money, 350,000 plus another 350,000. How much there? This is what we have, 700,000. Right? 700,000. So 700,000 plus 120,000. Where are you going? 820,000. For 820,000, they say you must also give what? 153,000. Why all this money you are receiving it already, collect it, and you say you build it a system? When you say you already have existing system, you have a history of that. I thought that your technical capabilities you are now importing to Liberia so that we know it, but we are paying for it, the system that will be built. Then revenues generated from the system that will be built by us, they are supposed to get 49%, let's say 50-50. That is what they are getting. If this is not criminal in nature, then what is it? Why you think we are poor in this country? You think money not coming to this country? Oh, you really think money not coming to this country? Don't fool yourself. Money is actually coming to this country. They will claim they are bringing investors. They are so lies. Those investors are stealing on a daily basis because somebody, they say, look, I got to get my share inside. And then they say, we'll push it for you to get this kind of quantity or share inside. So they will leave it with you for you to do that. You see how terrible it is? You see how terrible it can be and I wish it is? This is bad. I've always told you people that this country would not progress easily because we have wicked people who always take advantage of government job after you have given them it. They use it, they abuse you, they do all kinds of things. That is what's happening. That is exactly what's happening. You seen it? So, here's it. The NLA, the National Lottery Authority, is to pay Agra Technology 110K monthly. 110K monthly. And I just listed the kind of money that they will collect, that they have collected, or they will collect. Then they will tell you, say, 110K in terms of revenue, that what they will collect. The NLA, that the National Lottery Authority, pay in advance to Agra Technology 1.2 million for what? Completion. When you put all these things together, that 1.2 million, they must give it in advance. Somebody chopping. Somebody chopping has just opened. Somebody chopping has just opened. And in addition, then when they finish getting all that money, 1.2 million, when you put all the things together, 1.2 million in advance, just for the completion of everything. Then time to operate it now.
right? You must be able to give them 110K every month. Calculate it, my people. If this is not sheer wickedness in high places, if this is not sheer wickedness in high places, and you see, people may not understand some of the things that we talk always. For some of us, we have no issue, right? The contract is, God. The contract is terrible. And you see how they sign the contract, right? There is a sheet, right? There is it. So all these signatories are there, right? So Benjamin Somoki, we have William F. Samoa Jr. He's the managing director of Agra Technology, the Ghost Institution. They want to did this here and there. I asked somebody, the president said, no, now it's my friend, but I'm just waiting. They say, so Augustine Gafuan and that of the Minister of Justice, they're supposed to attest to it. Their sheet, their page is just empty. I don't know. I want for somebody to bring me another page that will state that Augustine, but until they can sign, they say the contract is null and void. It's illegal. But this, under these conditions, they are requesting the gaming companies now say, give us all your specs and things because we're coming up arena to God. So that we start collecting our 110K every month. Is that not criminal in nature? You see what we're talking about here? You see what we're talking about? I think the last time I heard about Jojo there coming out with their own, store, right? Jojo there. When they came out with their own store, you heard about it from LBS? Oh, good. So, the National Lottery Authority wrote that group that you talk about, blue something that you are hearing about, right? The blue something that you are hearing about. I'll read the communication. Sorry, it can't be zoomed from where it is because from where I'm looking at it, I think it can be zoomed from here. Can you people? Can we zoom it? No. Extra camera? No, not extra camera. I wanted to zoom it, but I just leave it. I'll read it. The prints are very small. So on February 17, just when was it? Day before yesterday. So they told these people to pay their revenue. The group that are operating at LBS compound, the Jojo, then the children, and whatever it is, because we backfire on that. Now all game that over our police are not even correct game. So that LBS thing that they were on that. So the way we dealt with it, nobody have interest in that kind of games. It's heavily politicized. Nobody going to give Joseph Walker and children their money in any gaming business. So that one just forget about it. That game, it died upon arrival. Right in that LBS studio that they play, it died. Because nobody come and get Joseph Walker and his children their money. No. Mr. President, you must take some proactive action. Some of the things I can be talking, you can hear things around your business. I love your business. Some of the things when we are highlighting it, we have to speak out to make sure that the right thing happens. I'm not against you. No. You always think I'm against you because I'm a strong critic or this, that. I'm not against you. No, I'm not. I'm not going to be against you. You're the woman. You're good. So you can still do better, right? Yeah. But you see, nobody will get money to you and your children. So we are now going to sense that. So there is a communication. So they wrote back the NLA because they're talking about what? Update on appointment and financial obligations. Because they told them for them to make their financial obligation. And they said they were betting something to LBS. You're listening to the communication. So they said the appointment to meet with the Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Clement Abdul Sapong, is on hold due to current health conditions concerning the financial obligation. We respectfully inform you that the company is currently experiencing financial constraints arising from several critical operational commitments. The ongoing USD integration process has required substantial technical investment, system upgrades, compliance adjustments, development costs. These expenditures, though necessary for the long-term growth and improved services delivery, have placed a significant short-term pressure on our financial resources. Additionally, so you say the man's sick, but you are giving excuses as to why you are not meeting all your obligation. That the other one they brought again, it crashed. Then they can bring Agra Technology, another one that is non-existent at all. Then they must start collecting 1.2 million down payment, somebody pocket benefits. Then they come down to say they won't be getting 110K every month. To go do what? Nothing goes to the Liberian people, the ordinary people. The government is struggling. Somebody is eating money somewhere. I want for the legislators to look at this to see that these are some of the things that the places the money not going. And your law because you're saying, oh, we get money. I was starving. They pay there. Yes, that the places that the money and some of the revenue generation component that ADS so that how the money is going. These are the revenue then that you can be looking at how the money going. So they say as a result of these and I combine factors, we have been unable to meet our obligation within the expected time frame. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may cause and respectfully request an extension to enable us to stabilize our cash flow. Or you say your bossman is sick, then you say you're asking for extension. So you know when your bossman will get well or whatever, you see the contradictions. That whole business has collapsed because that business that are useless business. Nobody, all that thing that Eugene Fagon they were all passing around. We'll have it right here. We'll have it right here. Nothing will happen. We'll do it right here. Y'all go do it now. Let's see. Y'all go do it. The business is business that you have traction of people. You go carry that kind of gimmick to state broadcast or whatever it is dead. It's dead. And they are now struggling. So guess what? The National Lottery Authority, because the leadership they own for them, they are far-sighted. They don't care about what it is. They are doing their best. So I hope the guys can have revisitations of some of these things. And they can undo it. Especially the legislature can look into this to investigate what we're talking about here because it's too bad for our country. So they wrote Eugene Fagon. They say, Mr. Fagon, there is it. There is a letter they wrote Eugene Fagon. They wrote Eugene Fagon this. There is a letter they wrote Eugene Fagon. So they said to Eugene Fagon on February 18, which was on yesterday. So they send their own, the people wrote Eugene Fagon. They say, Honorable Eugene Fagon, Director General, Liberia Broadcasting System, Pinsville, Liberia. Dear Honorable Fagon, temporary shutdown of Blue Star high-tech drawing room at they say they close that whole place. Temporarily they close it down until the minute can go meet up with everybody. So temporary shutdown, right? They say consistent with section 7.1 of the National Lottery Act of 2014, which empowers the NLA to regulate all gaming activities within the Republic of Liberia, we hereby entreat your good offices to, with immediate effect, temporarily shut down the drawing room of Blue Star High Tech at your facility due to their failure to meet financial obligations to the National Lottery Authority. The NLA has communicated with Blue Star management on several occasions regarding settlement, but no effort has been made to fulfill their obligations. In the event that the management of the Blue Star fulfills its obligation to NLA, we will officially communicate with your office to reverse our action. We appreciate your cooperation, Honorable Peter L. Solo, Director General NLA, and I, the chairman and the member of the board, whatever it is. This is what it is, a crash. Where will you get money from when this kind of thing is happening? The other one crashed already. You see what we're talking about in this country? Then you say, oh, evidence that. Why you can't forget about us in this country when we are talking things about the interests of this country? When we are talking about the interests of this country. For this one, I will want for the lawmakers to come into this. So I will just open the lines very briefly. We look at that because these are the areas our money are going on. Let's just look at it very briefly. Then we'll get to our next talking point after that. So let me just talk with you briefly on this because this kind of thing when I'm raising it, it gets to me so much that why would a company, you gave a company 1.2 million to build a system. They had no capacity. They were non-existent. You see the time frame, everything. You gave them 1.2 million cash down. Then when they finish with that one there, you and them come and share the revenue you'll be collecting on a daily basis. You and them come and share it. If this is not stealing and corruption, what then it is? What then it is? If this is not stealing and corruption, how do you call it? We're not getting anything. We're not getting anything at all. Nothing, absolutely. They bring these things, these companies operate, they go right back. Somebody's even telling me Beer Mountain, something they have extended it to 48 years. I don't know, 45 years or 58 years. Why are we suffering in this country? So we get our money, we take it. Then give it to the kind of people for 1.2 million. Do you know how many hospital beds is able to sell it? Do you know how many armchairs is able to buy for children in villages and towns? Do you know how many? What kind of people that they in this country are so? Why are we so cruel like this? Let's get to the lines. Interact with you quickly on this. Then I get back, talk on the next topics, and then we get there. By the grace of God, we'll certainly get there. God is there. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, because it interests me. That's why I want to be the first. Thank you.
Okay.
You know, especially with the lottery center that you are talking about, that institution was established one of the responsibility to help person living with disability. And you saw how effective it was on the President Weah or Regina Nangwe. He was all over on the radio telling people the intervention that institution was making in the life of disabled people. They were paying in order only concern for providing food and clothing and here and there, but they were very much effective of providing educational material for them, helping some of the disabled children, helping some of the disabled people to go to the zero university around here. So here we are, they are taking over. They were even involved with some disaster operation. They were also extending their hand to some disaster wherever it occurred in the country. But because the guys, I don't know whether the guys they don't want to say it, but they know that there is a serious uncertainty around Boaca. Anything is possible at any time. They want to quickly take the money onto themselves in bulk. They don't want to wait and receive it little by little. That's just one of the reasons why they are doing all of those things. The 20 years of these people we saw it happening here. PHP, BNT, the other one, that other one. As soon as you know, everyone that they disappear for the country at the end, we will need here, we didn't have anything. How come? Will I be able to pay all of the money to settle the system? The after setting the system up, instead of it being for me now, I start paying to you again. Where you can see that one working at? Where? Is it the experience? Is it the 42 years? And not me that I'm hearing William Samoa Jr. Is it a from to the current central bank governor? Or is it, who is it? You talk about Junior? Is it a small brother? Or who is he? We need to investigate to know. Because if that is the case, then that's a serious conflict of interest. Thank you, man.
Thanks, my brother. And of course,
Good evening.
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly.
Maybe I'm Spencer Mohammed and I got my protocol down Coastal Hill, Western Community. Maybe thank you very much. Maybe you see why the fight against President Weah was very much needed. The fight was all needed because these guys, their parents used Liberia over the years and their family, they come and start the money for a year and carry to wherever they came from. That's why President Weah tried to disagree with them and said, no, this time before we can use our resources to develop our country. That became the affront to them. So they coordinated their fight against President Weah to come and what they are doing today. This is the reason. Their parents kept us underdeveloped for years. And yet we stood against it and were lying. Look at what is happening. How will you build a system for the country that they did run giving you millions of dollars every month or annually? You know what you'll be doing? You'll be depleting our country like our parents did and left us like 100 or more years underdeveloped. That's why they have come to do again. 16.5 billion scheme here, 112 years with J, Liberia became the 8th poorest country in the world. That's why they have come back to make our country again. And this time around, they are not so smart. Liberia will be among the 10th poorest country when they have left for year 2029. These guys, they intentionally mean to come and destroy our country. For RBA, we will continue to raise the issue, call the legislature and like my to stand against the just as it is not in the interest of Liberian people. You must be getting and be getting to the elector. Thank you very much.
All right.
For always the opportunity to make us.
Okay, thank you. We can make the national legislature to immediately take siege of this. Yeah, how are you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, hello, how you doing?
Yeah, Brother Amy.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Fine. Please go on. Let's listen to you, boss.
Okay, sir. For me, my name is Nathaniel from PV Juba. But I want to know, anytime I call on the station, I say that soldier of the mind that God sent to the nation. Because Liberian people people, they don't listen. Everything that happened, it happened in the Bible. For me, I'm biblical man.
Okay.
When God speaks, when the prophecy, when the fulfillment comes, people can think when the fulfillment reaches there now, they return they can be not true.
Okay.
But when God says something, we human, we Liberian, God saying Lord Liberia. Take the normal but I want kind of people that people out on something. What we don't know.
Okay.
The thing that happened, we ourselves look for it.
All right.
So when the Bible says, according to Proverbs chapter 1 verse 26, it says, well, all the things I warn you when it happens, I will laugh at you.
You're right. So
and
thank you.
When Jesus said, I don't want Samuel to be how you call it, Samuel people be king. We want our own king. God told Samuel, said Samuel did not do it to you. I don't want to do it to you.
You're right. You're right.
Like people say, we don't want this, that don't want we want. What if something happen? Whether he die, he can't say we came into the mansion. What like people talk about?
Okay, so thank you. We can hold biblical quotations. Thank you so much, my brother. You are 100% right with the biblical quotations. And how are you doing? Hello.
Ebi, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, this is Pio from Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly.
So, Ebi, everything you just said, right? It brings me back to the fact that Liberians will only boast of academic credential, but we don't know what actually get academic credential for. Because it's sad that in the modern age, we are keep retrogressing. From general day, we still retrogressing without going anywhere. It makes it difficult when we tell people that the role that we play in the continent, make it so difficult. Because these days, when you tell people that, look, you are a big boy, they won't see tangible on you. I don't want to see the kind of watch you're wearing, they want to see the kind of car you're driving, or they want to see the kind of house you're living. We tell people that LeBron, the big player in international simple answer. Why is LeBron? Why LeBron have to show? So this is what we discuss today. Right. People in Liberia, especially our generation today, are just talking about credential. I got master, I got this, I got that. And to run a country today, it's not about master degree. It's about love.
Yeah, love. You
I tell anybody become a country. One person wonder what he get. Some people want to see LeBron going backward. That's why LeBron is going backward. But an old man is already in a grave. Can I leave a legacy for what we'll discuss tomorrow? The people keep going back. So that's happening, It's happening. Yeah, honestly, it's happening. Thank you so much, my brother.
All right, thanks, DOP Sure. Thank you, my brother, for your contribution. We appreciate that. Let me get on to this one. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, let's hear from you quickly, please.
Every I'm changing me. I call for another tendency avenue in the Boreal town.
Okay.
And so that you can really care for the country, but the kind of people that want the country. First, let me tell you something. When I get all senior to you, say here for you. It's the people that want to confuse people where I don't even know what they're ready for your chief. Even you walk on the street set to understand what we're going, we don't even know. So the only thing so that when you go on a regular service, you have to be praying for all that all. You know, I just feel. Careful to be praying because now I'm praying.
Oh, you are saying you give up praying now for yourself?
Come again?
You gave up praying on for yourself?
So now you can pray for yourself. So now you can other people to intercede for you because the situation now.
Just say you give on yourself. Just say you give on now. You give on now for yourself.
Yeah, because if you talk to somebody and a positive thinking that the body cannot even change it. Because they see evil, they see wicked, and continue to do it. They so what do we do now? We're just
okay. All right. Thank you so much. And how are you doing?
Tijela,
yeah, go evening. Let's hear from you, please.
Thank you. Tijela, this is a friend and brother. I'm calling from Nima X. Calling from District 7.
Okay.
Tijela, you know, Liberia was serious country, Tijela. The main unity party, Tijela. No single Liberian can vote for that party again. Tijela, do you know that during citizen redeem in a 6 years, they even had the power to renew mentorship contract? Do you know that?
Yeah.
Citizens said no.
Yeah.
Because citizen is not party that really had time for such a thing to make the citizen to grieve Tijela. Tijela also good. It is also good for our brother that who found us in the driving space, especially for the Tesla driver in Tijela. I can remember before 2023 election, there was a lot of Tesla driver who were just coming out with a lot of accusations. That person that we did this thing today, most people will know they are crying out holding placards in their hand to July. Someone at the post that Unity Party chef in Nima. True, what happened yesterday? I supported Unity Party. I don't know what's going on. We just looking at we laughing to July. Unity Party are very evil to July. Just see what they did to that lady. After you got them brain, making the public to understand how evil they are. The lady are here in the studio today saying it was yesterday. That was yesterday the government official how to go to us, July. Is that evil as guy? So Unity Party in a 12 year, they gave Middle State 25 years. They came back again for November to vote there. Now they gave the country for another 25 years. Every chance, every space they gave the people, they will sell the country. That's what I feel. So the only best thing we can do to some of our brothers that who support the CBC and patriotic librarians, do not get angry. The only thing we have to do, the other one that stay innocent and could not speak to them, for that they understand how Unity Party looking evil, come straight to the now to change your mind and to July.
All right, Alex.
But for now, the people I feel Nima has to speak. There is no change in Nima. Nothing that the people can post up in Nima today. Thank you for having me a platform.
Thank you, brother. Hello, how you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, this is William wants to go wide, man.
Yeah, boss. Go on. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, great reunited.
We'll continue for every one of us. Thank you, Chief.
All right, thanks, boss, for that. Hello, how you doing? Quickly. Hello. Yeah, please go on quickly. Let me get out to the next floor. Yeah.
Let me say a present good evening to the listener. I'm Christian. Pray for enemy buyer and I do join the conversation. This is from the headquarters of the Veterans Bureau along the Baguba Avenue into a community. Okay. There's no change. The moment I saw the $10 million at the old man building local country as a retirement house, I know that the old man does not want to be on loan anymore. The old man who served the entire life within government came to the people and told us that he been living on loan. We know his children and that himself. He meant the people don't want for a wife cartoon bracket to be selling cold water anymore. So they are going to find all means to July to loot this country. It's just for forsaking when I see people parading that the party is fighting corruption. Corruption fighting where when the party itself is more corrupt to the extent that he's looting our country resources with his lieutenant of against us. It's like this is the country that the people wanted when we told them that the party was not the right person for this country. We demonstrated everything to ensure that the party could not be elected, but they forsake us. So it's everything that we are getting right now, we just got to pray for our country. Because our country has gone back to the dark days.
All right. Back to the dark days. And thank you all so much. So we can close that chapter now. And let me say thanks to all of you who contributed and those who wish to contribute or who tried to contribute but couldn't just go through. We know your intentions are all good for our country. And you try your best, but you couldn't just go through. We are deeply sorry. But of course, you all helped. And you are helping, and you are doing everything you can to push the agenda of our country. And such institution, like we said, the national legislature, you can call them into questioning. You don't want that. Millions will be flying out. You lawmakers, your staffers will be hungry. The government will be giving you excuses as to why there is no money. You are looking for revenue. It is your business to find the revenue to support the budget. And wherever you think the executive is hiding it, or elements within the executive, they are hiding it, you lawmakers, you can find these things and spot it out and say, look, why this other money not coming to the budget? You know, we can still find it. We can still find it. And these are some of the red flags when we are raising here. You can raise these issues. So we are not going to stop here. We're going to engage with legislators, like-minded legislators, people who are with us, and so forth. But again, that we have said over and over, we are in a country where people sit and look at issues and call it the other way around, knowing exactly that is not what it is. And that's terrible for us. That is very terrible for us. We're not going to go into these kind of businesses all of the time. No. No. This country is for all of us. I'm seeing fake people who have destroyed this country today. All their advocacy that they had, they have buried everything today. They have turned into either joking or giving fake parables. What matters to the Liberian people no longer concerns them. The way people were harsh against the CDC, thinking about the country's interest, today all of that is gone. They are so diplomatic, they are romanticizing the sufferings of the Liberian people today. Because that's all they can do for now. The less of Amara Konene. Where are they today? They used to be coming up, writing and saying a lot of stuff. Today, the danger we all going through today, they have abandoned that. Because why? You know why? Most of them are afraid. They know that they have a ruthless unity party government. And most of them know they have attachments. They have connections. And somebody says something, and that is very essential, right? Most of our lawmakers, they are living on these concessionaires. They survive on them. They will act like they want to strike a balance. There is no balance in it. They are more concerned about what they can get because all the concessionaires, all of them, they know exactly how what people are greedy when they are in power. So they are there. They're not talking for you again because it doesn't matter to them anymore. I'm going where I'm telling you where I'm going to say that somewhere. I don't want to tell you where I want to go. But there is a fact-finding mission that I'm supposed to be on. But where are they today? They're not talking for you. Now, some of us who were talking and still talking, we haven't changed. We're talking for you on the CDC administration. We talked for you on the Unity Party. Ellen Johnson said in the Unity Party. We talked for you on the CDC. We're talking for you again on the Unity Party. We haven't changed. We are consistent. Most of them, you see so. Where are they today? The interest of the country is gone. They don't care. In fact, if you ask them, they will say, at least the government doing better. That's why we are not talking. That's just them. But they know you are crying out there. Because they know the way some of them are supposed to meet you and then try to settle you. They can't settle you because they don't have the money. But they are afraid. All of them, they are attached to the concession companies. So it is them versus the companies. Then you versus the company. So them versus the company is just, you know what they call match fixing? Okay, just to say we're going to come play a game, but we know we finished selling the game already. So we just pretend like we are playing game. So that match fixing going on there. You versus them, that is where the real game is. That's where the real battle is. You don't hear them talking now. Go on, most of Delon and post, then they are very cheap. And Delon are talking about how AEC now is almost like when you just squat the course, now you want to go put. In fact, there are a lot of OO machine everywhere. And I want you to be talking, you see now you're playing fun. Go on your page. That's so fun you're playing there now. No serious issue anymore in this country. Nothing serious in this country anymore to him. The economy of the country is no longer in the toilet. Then I hear people talk and ask the question about where are our CDC lawmakers? That question I often hear. Where are our CDC lawmakers? Where are they? What are they saying? We miss Akara's grave. And to a larger extent, I would say, yes, you people are right. You see, the kind of tormenting that Akara Graydon gave to the Unity Party, even when Unity Party, Ellen Johnson said he was in power, That what made people to know that there was an opposition that was very robust. Because the citizens, you know, in Liberia, we have followership tendency in this country. Most of our citizens, we have followership tendencies in this country. When our leaders don't move, we don't move by ourselves. So the followership tendencies we have in this country. So there are not times that we're able to independently wake up for ourselves and then the leaders follow us. So there is a difference. When I say followership tendencies, that's what it is. Now, during the George Floyd protest, Black Lives Matter protest, it was the citizens themselves that rallied and led their own protest. You know who they were forced to join? That how the lawmakers started joining. Because the lawmakers will always push after the interest. The politicians will always push after the interest of the people. That the time they will bring their say. That's how politicians are. If the citizens start a movement here today, and they say nobody will go to work or whatever, you see your lawmaker, they will know your power straight. They start coming into campaign and said, either they will side with you. They will side with you. They will be forced to side with you. Wash it up. Let's see. That bunch of people wake up saying, we are in opposition, we are leading here. And you see the lawmaker that you say can't talk. If you see them holding gramophone or whatever it is and talking all over, you see them talking. They are not talking. They are not saying anything. Because you're depending on them to move and they can move. I know them. They are not movers. Do you know how long, even during the fanatic cover removal, the lawmakers were depending on us, say, my man, you know, we on the side, we in the other blog, we not try our bell. The citizens got to rise up now. They gave up their role. They were waiting for the citizens to rise up. So when they're managing with them during that period, let go beg the other one so that they will not jump on the other side. Let go beg the other one. We are got to be begging. Some of them will beg you. Some of them will shake on the side. Some of them come out on the side. Some of them will go in the other camp. They go on the side. They are not strong. They are not firm. You couldn't see them. You know what it takes for we are to have been begging them? In fact, what they're supposed to have done, not to ask we are to beg them. No, they're supposed to have formed a team and moved to we are and say we are here. We want you to champion this for us. Instead, that we have to come down, hear people talking. I don't know why we are OCU, why we can't come down for you to start talking to the people. Talk to who them for what? Talk to who them for what? To say what to them? To say what? These people, they are leaders. So let's agree that we does not want to solve the problem of the Liberian people and we want to disappoint the Liberian people. Who are they? They are the direct representative of the people. Because you know why? They come from the communities. Let's understand we are saying you want to talk for the Liberian people anymore. That who the people represented are here now are supposed to be talking for them. You know, the lawmakers. So if we are give up, you give up as well. You give up on your sole responsibility as lawmakers. I saw them dragging people. And, you know, the followership mentality thing, it will not help us. Do you think, oh God, do you think today we're supposed to be sitting there and a bunch of sons and daughters from Negro Town that I know as Negro Town? Where they say when you come from Negro Town, New Crew Town, you think sons and daughters of Negro Town supposed to be sitting down today, Negro Town people sitting down, and then they allow their sons in prison today? The whole Asson case will have been over ever since. I mean, Negro Town, the whole Asson case will have been over ever since. Sometimes when I'm talking, people want to say, oh, AB, you are inciting the citizens for them to do this. No, no, no. I am trying to arouse in them the sense of responsibility and action that accompanies such responsibility. They must know it. Nobody pay me for him to go sit down here, but be my responsibility. I don't care. The last time my brother KOK was crying on the radio talking about few business, talking, you think what we're going through here? Do you think I really care? Look, if we want to depend on those people, tell them that we are done. But you're still sitting down on them and then you depend on a leader. No. You got to take action. Let them come and tell you, say you stop. You say you want for all to stop. You sit it down there, you see the thing that thing happening to us. We're taking our own action and you can't stay in front of us and must stop. Stop what? Who are you? You're able to tell your lawmaker, say, if we are having our protest here, I challenge any lawmaker to put their phone here today. Let me see what will happen. You bring yourself here, let me see. You call yourself lawmaker, you're setting yourself down there. We send you down there to go represent us. All the terrible things are happening to us. We are taking our own action and you bring yourself here. I can't talk about you lawmaker to tell you to stop what? When you start doing that, when you start to do that, the people will know that you are in charge. I haven't seen an employer not blast as an employee when the employee is not working. That's what happens in America. That's what happened in London. That's why you see the lawmakers in those countries. They are very afraid of the citizens. They watch what they do because that they are employees, they are employers that they want to deal with them. They are very, very careful. They are very, very careful. Because you know what? When these citizens in America stand up, they say, this man is our voice. They don't just put that man and go sit down. They watch. So as a result, because the president is aware that behind a lawmaker is a voice that stays active, as a result, it makes the president to be afraid of that lawmaker. Why you think mayor then in cities and things because they were elected by the people? Mayors then can sit down and stand up to the president and Mr. President, that order you pass in here, you're not entering my state. Because they voted for you. The people that voted for you, they are still watching. You think they voted for you for them to go sit down so that you just do what you can do? No, in America, that's why you see mayor and all can challenge a president. It's like in our case, like you have a mayor here, right? Mayor and all can challenge a president. The mayor can tell the president and say, Mr. President, that law you pass down there, in your other thing you passing all around down there, that will not happen in the other state, though. It's not happening here. The people elected me here to represent them. They see where you yourself you were elected. How many of our lawmakers know their responsibility? But the only reason why they are not living up to those responsibilities because you have their citizenship. People who just go to election and after that they go sit down. They watch it. And they watch our lawmakers. Who's supposed to push them for them to do something? Who's supposed to push them for them to do something? Have you citizens ever reasoned before to wake up? Do you know why the Constitution put in that thing there's so impeachment for lawmakers, president, or whatever it is? Do you know why they put it there? Do you know that your citizens in the community, you're able to rise up and say, we don't want a lawmaker there again? You're able to write a signature and say, the lawmaker, we don't want you there again. You're able to do it, but you're dead. You people are dead. So as a result, you have no idea. Their citizenship, you are not active citizens. You are inactive citizens. You people are inactive citizens. So as a result, you're dead. So if you are dead, what do you think will happen? What do you think will happen? How you think America is powerful today? That the lawmaker can be trembling when they say the other state or the other state here, the citizens there, they have called this lawmaker for him to come. That man will be running. In fact, if they're supposed to have session, he will give a valid excuse that he will not have session because there's going to be a town hall meeting. He's going to address his people. Yeah? Town hall meeting. That man will wake up and tell you, say he went for town hall meeting. He got to go address his people. Whether they having committee meeting, no. Now the people say they want to see you now, then you say you going committee meeting. And then the simple saying you to go work. The post say you say come here, then you can't tell you going committee meeting. They say you must come, see them today. Then you can say I'm going for committee meeting. Or I'm supposed to go for the other thing. That kind of excuse then your law because they can be giving you, you know, when about the media, I want so committee, I even want to cut that. Hey, I really want to see that one. That in America, you will stand in front of the American citizens who elected you. They say we want to see you today, Mr. X. Then you can tell them say I'm going for committee meeting. Because of what you're sending for. They say, well, so they think that Brady our had now, it not matter to you that to go sit down the committee meeting, right? Okay. We'll start rallying people for you. Responsible citizenship. Responsible citizenship. When the citizen shout one time, you tremble. The citizen leave protest, lawmaker will join. They gotta go to the lawmaker and say, please can help us to go and protest. So when they start their protest, you who in a community that you know, you gotta join them. You gotta share. Even if you don't like it, you must join them. The people interest, it will be your interest. They tell you say you must like what they're doing before. No, when the people start their protest there now, they can be watching to see whether their lawmaker will not show face. I beg you, yeah. That people will start their Sunday now and then one lawmaker can be passing around and say you're not going there or this, that yet. It tells you how you can work with the people. That when you see the people government very efficient and effective. That's why you see their lawmakers are accountable to them. Because they are active citizens. They protect their votes till the end. The value of their votes does not end at the ballot box. The value of their vote starts to appreciate from the day that election is here and they now have a lawmaker. The value of their votes begin to now count. Until the next election, they take that man off. Or they keep in there. Now, why you see, why you think in America and think some of the lawmakers can just stay on? You think they just stay on there because they put you tired, they don't want to see it. Who told you the American? Look, they stay on there because they know how to work in line with the citizens of the state. Yeah? Yeah. They know. The people know. They say, no, that one part, he already there in our interest. We're not going to take him from there. Then you remain there. They dare you trick a small thing. And then the people bring their thing there to you, tell you, say the other one in the community, or we can get the other service delivery, and then you the lawmaker, you not put yourself inside. I beg you, yeah. Where? The people believe in town hall. That's why you see any small thing you see all over in America, you see town hall meeting. The other one here and there. The people, they are working for the citizens. In fact, to the extent that some of them, they can even be teachers and professors, they will still go back into the classroom to go teach in the community. Because they have their session days. They get their committees right and then, but they believe that maintaining relationship with those people is cardinal toward their stay in the national legislature. They know it. Maintaining their relationship with those people is very cardinal towards service at that place. Our lawmaker there, they can turn their back on the people. They say, let me just go do my committee where I look for late money their time for election. I go, I get them small money again, I truck them from here, I carry them on the other side, I dump them on the other side, I come out, they will still vote me again. Could you imagine some lawmaker telling us all that noise that AB them causing that your moral noise? So now we'll get ready to go by the poll, vote us again because they know that you're dead citizens. You don't even know your rights from your wrong. You're sorry to say this. The people down there, they know their rights. They're able to stand up to their lawmakers and tell them the truth. Say, we voted you. You are no better than we are your employers. You owe it to us. You got to honor us. You got to treat us with respect. You got to serve us. That's what we put you there for. To serve us and not for us to serve you. You're lying down today. You're waiting. Nikru time. That Nikru time children is all to be in jail today. All the time, they ain't found born yet to give it to them to tell them, say, whatever. Nikru time. Now, you know, God. When I saw it, could you imagine? The people went Negro Town, they grabbed Negro Town, they grabbed that whole Negro Town region, looking town, Negro Town people, they grab Abu there, they grab Decent Sibo there. Nothing came out of it. Yeah. Oh God, you know that. Anyway, let me leave you. The reason I'm putting it into your heads because I am telling you what I am capable of doing. The spirit that in me, I wanted to enter in you. Somebody can say, "Oh, AB, this that you're too brave. You can do that." Not bravery. It's not that I'm brave. It's not that I'm rude. I say, "Oh, AB, you're really talking for all." When you will start talking for yourself, or you think how long? So today, if I get vexed and I say I move on the radio, I will not talk again. What becomes of you people? Oh, the AB, you're really talking for all. You're doing well for all. This, that, yeah, that, you're really talking. What kind of talking? That talking business we're talking about. What thing wrong with you to take action? Every day of you know what I go through on a daily basis if I were to be a friend? Marginalization, people don't want to see AB, people don't want all those strange things we are going through it. You see where we are? And you sit down there, what? Thank you, my brother Joe Cooper. He said something here. The story here. He said AB, the mayor of Minnesota, told the ICE group, that group that was just looking for black people, all clearing all. They said they told them to get out of Minnesota. That the mayor told them, say, you get out of America. President man, they want my people here. They won't be chasing my people here because Minnesota is very densely populated with blacks. You can sit in the country. Oh, if you talk about it. Someone can say, if when you're not young, I don't know what you're going to happen to. Why are you sitting on today? Yeah, look at you. So you're not young, but if you're not, what do you want to happen? God, I told you, what? Who told you? You can be more than even AB. It is right in you there. You are sitting on top of it. You seen it? Your business. Let's get to the line interact with you. We just have 17 minutes to be out of here. You'll be there. Any election time coming again. If you're not start thinking for yourself, taking action for yourself, and waking yourself waiting for leader to lead us, you must force your leaders to follow you people. Because you are the true leader. They are just a representation of your leadership. You are leading them. You are the employer. How can an employee be a leader? An employee is not a leader. The employer is a leader. So you got to lead them. They should look up to you. In fact, any lawmaker that going to the office, he must be looking behind you to see whether he's satisfying you. Because all of us that work, like every day I sit on the radio, I see whether my boss man stay happy with me, Joshua. I'm worried. Because the power for me sitting on the radio does not rest with me. Tomorrow, my employer, Joshua, can just wake up and say, look, baby, I don't want to see you at that station again. So I'm worried. So every day I sit here, I'm worried. I don't sit with confidence that, oh yeah, I'll remain here forever. No, I'm worried. I don't own this place. It's owned by the president. And because I know it, I'm walking circumspectly. Very careful. Very careful. The higher lawmaker they're supposed to be. Careful. Is there anywhere they are careful? The higher supposed to be. Now, Negro Town people go sit down, they go a lot, people arrest their children, they're sitting there. Negro Town people, they cry out 2 lawmakers for that region. I would got nothing happy. Look, the thing I was imagining within me, I just thought that period was doomsday. That our whole region was going to be a no-go zone for the government. In fact, we're going to shut down the entire government that day. But I don't want to tell you why it is. It's left with you people. Let's sit there and be talking about all kinds of things. Let's get to the lines and interact with our callers right here on this very time. We are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. Let's get there. All right, we got short time. So just be brief. Hello, how are you doing? No time. Hello?
Yeah, good evening, July.
Quickly.
Yeah, you know, every send the devil care our people in Kidmouth. Everybody makes sense, and you making sense, but you're telling the devil care our people in Kidmouth. It made our people to just prayer. But let me tell you, every plenty talking. Even Dixie Simbo talking. Now, what you see our representative yesterday, he even gave Dixie report. There's the voice of Sabu Rasta.
Sabu, okay.
But every you see today, you see every today, but since they make him the power, he just carry our people. Yes, you want to go in Nima, and what is going on in Nima? One more protest today, police are shooting at people. So for that reason, everybody just scared. I'm telling you.
Okay, so Sabu, when they kind of scaring that, why you take the toilet to the now?
No, every I can show you that to the number, every that one,
So what kind of skin you get now, and what kind of skin you will get 2029? That iron bulletproof skin you will get 2029? See you, man. Hello, how you doing?
Good evening, Eddie.
Yeah, how you doing?
My name is Abacha and I join you from Boston.
All right.
AB, you know when you now know you're right, that's the time you sit down, sometimes you're right go. In simple bridge here, when the police were used to be sent out to the depot or the men are checking phone, my one, I black that road and make a lot of do my own regime. But this left from over there to come. That had to start teaching the men for some of them made 5 years, some of them made 3 years, 4 years. So the men used to be over there checking phone. And then they capture 1 hour, 1 money to your begin. They go in boss. They took the whole bed, they won't chop in. They took that bed. Soon the money, I took the law over there, I hope the cow, now we come. Will be our time. I just will came from over there. That's how you see the teaching, all the men. So sometimes you need to take your right and fight for it. You can't sit down. But because you know some people they don't want to fight, you have to start, somebody have to start something. When you start your friend, but all of them say now you go down. When it comes for power now, they say different person will not take it. So some of them will take it. But to fight for it, they don't want to fight for it. Thank you for appointment.
All right, my brother, for your contribution. I appreciate that. Hello, how you doing? Let's get on to the lines. Inside with you. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, hello, AB. This is Emmanuel Nimne, and I called him from Minnesota. AB, what you just said is true. You see, in America here, the people here, they give you authority, you play phone with the authority, they stay in your face and they tell you the truth. Yeah, that the city mayor you were talking about, they call him Jacob. Jacob is not a man. Jacob is not a man that you carry play around. Jacob gave the F war to the entire S group that they should barricade from all of Minnesota, and the federal government were taking other issue, and the governor came and supported the mayor, and today you see things are so. I don't know what really happened to us. We as a Liberian, we just get people, especially the crew guy. Oh, man, you you, and it's time to do the nothing you and the cat you and your brother getting ratty in jail and you're sitting over there. That thing you just said that I really touched me, man. They play on me. Thank you. I don't know what is happening to us. Thank you, brother. For few info to be tampering with Liberian people. Few info the guy. The few info the guys. They just tampering with the common people. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for your contribution. I appreciate you, man. And Marcy, how you doing? Let's hear from you quickly. Hello.
Eddie?
Yeah.
Hi, Dimasa.
I'm fine.
This is Marcy on the line. Thank you for the show. You said it all. You said the first time I cry, what God take people left so soon. Sometimes I can say and say, God, what so soon you say you didn't go in. Let you see the nonsense are going on. I go into. When you were flying all over the place. Prince Johnson, you were all over the place. We are do this, we are do that. Bringing JMB to be the next president of this country. You were all free from here, we run for war. So that I born yesterday, the last year was Gonsan. But yesterday, yeah, Gonsan in Niba country. What's the Nibalian? So I'm making all the mouth around here. You sell out there, they kill your people. You sell out there, they're going to be able with guns. And you sell out looking and then you say you get medicine in Niba country. We're going to get medicine to kill people. You'll get medicine to do rituals, to get money. All of that in Niba country, baby. Your children in jail today. Our children in jail. What are you doing about it? So just is gone now. Who the next person that can stand for that country? Who's going to stand for that country? Nobody there to stand for that country. They may brought us back president now. He's sitting here later around. Nothing going on there. He's the white. Everything I've been saw. What's the thing I saw? We got for the 122 men in jail today for Nimba country. For their own way, for their in jail. They're not standing up for their right. And we say we're scared of guns. They're about 20 now. They're getting people. So 20 they will see. It will not change. Then you ask about Rasta. Later you get this, you get other things, you go for that. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. So it's what they're doing. The 30 or 20 for the now. They will do 20 for the now. So let's watch and see. What will not be the one who get in the country? They will do the very first thing. He will do that thing. He will do today, you see for that today. So let's be in the bonnet of the great matter. Thank you, my son.
All right. Thanks for your contribution, Mommy, for your contribution. We appreciate that. All right, so let me get on to this one. El, what are you doing?
Yeah. Good evening, bro, Evie.
Yeah.
Good evening, bro, Evie.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Maurice Pastor.
Go on, Chief.
Yeah, bro, Evie, thank you for the show. You know, once I mean, I have 2 followers from 2 FM of the president. Although I'm in president, you don't know me president, but for you, what you stand for? Like a full step, I follow in bro, Evie. You know, for your business now, bro, Evie, I say now, yeah. I live in Angelia, working with a radio pastor join you for your business. Me and one over there, then I will speak just for your business.
Wow.
Because you what's on you, what you don't use on you at all. I say for me, I'm a species step about 2005. Anywhere I go in my phone, using my bad picture on it. My whatever the comment, like they come see more to my working place. For what reason? Because I set up, I calculate. The thing we have been doing for all in the country, and people like York. Like interpret in the country, you're following your footsteps. So people will now come to our mass or our to follow your footsteps. Anyway, for me, I tell my people, I tell my friends that they are car. They put me in my home. My significant barrel should be on me. Even when I piece it, I'm gonna put it on me. So bro, if you already talking, you can listen to it. For me, I can tell my son I can listen to it. Also, you might only listen to it. I say yeah, because I listen to people that evolve more than me, that tell me things that I don't know about, to educate me on it. And now what you do for in the country, so we're not get nothing to pay you. You know, that thing that happened in Nima. I see that big Kinjo, the put in Kinjo for the put there. Nima, I get people from Nima. Nima are cool, very good country. They say, oh, the Timothy stupid. I was saying now, they go kill the bone in Nima. I think you're happy. Look at the one that happened yesterday. Why can't you on Facebook when I go scared? Fire live bullet. You see, tears on the bullet for the full labor. What they're struggling for, they go protest. They play for president phone. They pity the photo to the president. Come and I will commit you care rebel. I will video your own selection and for what reason. I think yeah, ready for the police. Pity the nice police. Pity the poor also. Naked pity man. The impulse of pity. Where one body will commit you care rebel. I didn't treat it. But we just pray for 2020 now. Thank God we can see our payroll and for the our AI about this. If 25 hours, you say AI payroll. Thank you for the show, people. Bro, if my name is Maurice Pastor, all
right, thank you, Maurice. Hello, how are you doing? Hello.
Hello.
I'll get to the WhatsApp line quickly. Yeah.
Ebi, how are you?
Fine, please go on.
Yeah, this is Ebi Kale. I'm calling you from Civic.
Go ahead, Kale.
Yeah, I want to say, Ebi, thank you for the good job. While you are doing Ebi, God will bless you. You are enlightening the minds of Nigerians and what is unfolding in our country on a daily basis. What inadequate response, my brother? Thank you for your good job.
Okay.
Keep on that good job.
All right.
Nobody can handle Ebi. Highly protected. That's what I want to say tonight.
All right, Kale, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Good. Yes. How are you doing?
Yeah, how you doing, Ebi?
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Yeah, I mean, Ebi, thank you so much for the idea, the encouragement, and everything you continue to do for the Liberian people. You see, Ebi, let me give you my own story. Ebi, my church denomination, there was a time in 2001, we had a convention in Tottenham. And everybody in the church know what our general overseer is doing. It's not correct. Then, at that time, they formulated an idea that people go to the convention will not take part in electing the general overseer, and that year was election year. They will take the district heads, will go and they go into caucus. Oh, let's pray and this and that. Look, Ebi, they elected that man, they bring us for that to announcing. The EIWA director wanted to announcing Dr. Sakra. And I went to the pulpit, I said, Dr. Sakra, this man here, everybody here know this man. He will not speak here and he can serve as our general overseer. I alone against him. He came down to Monrovia and the people said, okay, yeah, the EIWA, I will say, okay. The boss said, but then they will call Brown. Let Brown come and show cause why. Otherwise, we can suspend him. He ran out. You know what he did? He resigned.
Wow.
Maybe somebody had to take the bull back. Yes. Maybe I got evidence of what I'm telling you. Ask anybody of the Equal Convention in Tottenham, 2001. I alone make the general overseer resign and the mayor assistant took over. Because somebody got to take the bull by the horn. And you know, a lot of the tricks that the guys are using right now, AB, are the guns. Look, AB, anytime those guys do anything, they say, you know what, like people, they are action. They'll just shoot gun. Boo, 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 they will run away. Then we award them. So there is that fear tactics. And AB, if somebody not stand up to challenge to these guys, see the common challenge. They disarm one of they disarm 2 or 3 the police. They surveillance had the guns. They disarm them so that they kind of people. So it means that if those guys are going to put strength, they're going to overrun them. You shoot your citizen for Indian people. Does that make sense to you? Because you know very well what they're standing up for. But like people need to stand up. We're not saying we should go back to reverse. We should reverse back to the 14 years ago. We don't want war in our country. We don't want crackdown in our country. But what we need is that we need our people to stand up and speak truth to power. You don't just grab people and put them in jail without evidence and you drain them around. Maybe you just creating cases. You got one judge that is sitting right there called Witty, who has been tampered with. He's been played with, running a whole lot of kind of clandestine judgment on issues because he's under a protection. What kind of case? Every time you see that when people go into court, you will see the entire police barrel will go to the court. What sense does that make?
Okay, Brown.
Are we in a country of law or are we in a country of policing? Liberians need to stand up, and they need to stand up by their voice and by their strength.
Okay.
You're not inciting any violence, AD.
All right, Musa. Thank you. We can hold you at that. Hello, how are you doing? Let's call her quickly. Hello.
Yeah, thank you, AB. My name is Rebecca Dover, calling from Arizona.
All right, Mommy. Great to join us.
Yeah, thank you so much, AB. God bless you. But the one thing I want to say to our Liberia women, and my son, I don't think Liberia people are suffering. Okay. When they know they are suffering, they're going to go out there to tell the people that we don't need you anymore. Even you can speak to the president that you don't want him. See, you hire him.
Right.
Someone matter it bad against you, then you go out there. If they will kill all the Liberians so they can be, they say, let them do it. Because of tear gas, because they shoot one gun, then they say they get bad. When you have that general, they will run away. So why are we waiting for? And the people breaking the houses, bringing all kinds of company in the country, sign, you know that you get 6 years or 12 years, and you go for 25-year contract. For what reason? It's so hard and it's so bad. For Liberian people, are they kind of 24th century, they must stay in the 80s that they can't see.
Right.
Even you can't read and write, you can't hear, you can't see. Your friend can go ahead and go to the people and do what they can. When they will care, all the citizens, let them do it. Thank you, Abraham. Thank you so much.
For your
that day when your radio go on, near the throw up, because I don't see anybody. What my people was going on. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Mom. All right, so folks, like you see, we've said these things and we'll continue to say them. But with God, all things are possible. Sometimes you got to stand up. You know, I don't know one of the musical artists. I don't know good to be about body. Is that stand up? Get up, stand up for your right. Right? You got to stand up, which is very important. The people in South Africa, were they not to stand up for their rights today, you wouldn't have had a black president in South Africa. If Martin Luther King Jr. had not stood up for the rights of blacks, you wouldn't have a black president in the United States of America. But some of you in America today, it's all about standing up. Standing up. Standing up. You are not standing up to hurt anybody. You are standing up to be respected. You are standing up to be seen. You are standing up for people to know what you stand for. It's very essential. I'm just trying to say these things because that is how it works. And that is why we have to do. So a hint to the wise is quite sufficient. Tomorrow I'm going to be back at the Diaspora team. I'm going to be right here with them tomorrow. So until we are back here, God willing, you have a pleasant night. Bye-bye.